What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemania here, back with another video. Back in the early to mid 80s, the WWF experienced a massive growth in audience. To cater to the growth, the WWF released its first line of action figures made by toy and video game company LJN. The figures were released from 1984 to 1989, with the series being called Wrestling Superstars. The figures were big and made of solid rubber with immovable parts, kind of making them in-action figures. The figures, however, were painted, so those who used to play with them noticed they easily degrade. In total, 64 figures were made, each sold with the wrestler's own biography card on the back and a poster. A giant ring for the 8-inch figures also sold, with a cage match accessory. The series line, however, ended abruptly in 1989 as LJN closed its toy division. Consequently, figures that were still being made went over to a different manufacturer, Grand Toys of Canada, who finished off the last few figures in the series, making them incredibly rare and expensive to buy, with some going at auction for thousands of dollars, especially if kept in original packaging. Here are 10 of the rarest and most expensive WWF LJN figures ever sold. Number 10. Demolition Axe Black Card. Demolition were the hottest tag team in the late 80s, winning the WWF Tag Team Championship 3 times. Unfortunately, if you wanted the tag team together as figures, well, tough luck, because oddly, only Demolition Axe was part of the official line and released twice. One as part of the Blue Card Series 5, which fetches around a tidy $200, but the rarer re-released Black Card 1989 figure by Grand Toys of Canada fetched $900 at auction. Number 9. Value Packs Blue Card. It's ironic that something named Value Pack can be purchased for an obscene amount of money. The pack came with not one, but 2 figures and 2 posters. The odd bundles to choose from varied from Hillbilly Jim and Honky Tonk Man to Adrian Adonis and Vince McMahon. These and other packs have fetched up to $1,000. Number 8. Hulk Hogan Black Card. There were a number of editions of LJ and Hulk Hogan figures to choose from, but there's one figure that stood out the most. On an episode of Toy Hunter, Black Eyed Peas member Taboo was on the lookout for some rare wrestling memorabilia, specifically LJN figures to add to his enormous collection. The episode even had Hulk Hogan make an appearance to sell a figure from his own personal collection. The figure in question was a 1989 white tank-topped Hulk Hogan Black Card. Hulk sold the figure for $700 to host Jordan Hembra. He then sold it to Taboo for $1,000. Number 7. Honky Tonk Man Black Card. He was the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Again, much like Axe, the Elvis impersonator was released twice. You could purchase Honky Tonk Man as part of Series 5 on a blue card, but it was his re-released Black Card edition that's as rare as moon cheese. Honky came complete with plastic guitar, but this specific figure would set you back almost $1,100 in mint condition. Number 6. Miss Elizabeth with purple skirt, blue card. Deemed the first lady of wrestling, Miss Elizabeth was introduced by her husband at the time, Macho Man Randy Savage, and brought a touch of class to valets. She was the only female figure released in the line, and often came bundled with a glossy gold skirt. The figure with the gold skirt is rare and can fetch up to $250 in mint condition. There had been a different variation of her skirt, which was purple. The accessory is extremely rare and rumored to have sold on eBay for $1,800. In fact, one had appeared on the Wrestling Figures forum, with the user claiming to have it in his personal collection and only paid $15 at a Toronto toy show. He had no intention of selling the figure though. Number 5. The British Bulldog Singles Blue Cards. The powerhouse Davey Boy Smith and high-flying Dynamite Kid sold together as a tag team pack, complete with the WWF Tag Team Championship belts. This item is rare enough, fetching almost $300 at auctions. However, what's even rarer is finding the same figures separately as part of the Series 3 collection, without their Tag Team Championship belt. These mock single-carded versions are extremely rare, as the only way to tell if they are part of a Series 3 collection would be if they remained in their sealed packaging. In fact, a Davey Boy Smith figure had sold on eBay in 2015, fetching almost $2,000. Number 4. The Hart Foundation Tag Team Pack Blue Card. Much like the British Bulldog figures, The same goes for the Hart Foundation set. It's quite the opposite however, as singles cards can fetch up to $500 each, but a tag team pack with the WWF Championship belts unopened could go for as much as over $2,000. Number 3. The Ultimate Warrior Black Card. The Black Card series featured a number of originals, including Haku and the Warlord. None were more sought after than the Ultimate Warrior though. In fact, this was the first time you could buy the Ultimate Warrior as an action figure. Since his passing, the Warrior's memorabilia commands significant prices, with even loose worn figures fetching up to $250. However, if you manage to keep the figure in its original packaging, prices can go as high as $2,280. Good luck finding one though, as seeing the figure in mint condition and packaged is extremely rare. Number 2. Macho Man Randy Savage Black Card. As you've guessed by now, mint figures can go for a lot, and collectors are willing to pay big money for rare figures. One figure considered the holy grail of the line is a re-released 1989 Macho Man Randy Savage figure, which is considered to fetch up to $4,500 in mint condition. As with most of the Black Card figures that have been featured on this list, the figure normally came with the wrong biography on the back, with Hulk Hogan featured on many of them. We can't even imagine how valuable the same card would be with a correct biography on the back. And number 1. Adrian Adonis Black Card. The second one seems hard to top until you see number 1. Adorable Adrian Adonis was released as part of Series 5 as a blue card. But wrestling fans were surprised to see a re-release in 1989 of Adrian Adonis because number 1 he had been released from the WWF in 1987 and number 2 passed away in 1988. It is extremely rare to see the figure on sale, and only a few photos have surfaced on the internet to show that the figure exists. Due to the rarity, the figure commands a price of up to $5,000, so if you want some of these, you better start saving now. Well guys, that about wraps up this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Soon we will be doing a video on the rarest and most expensive Hasbro and Mattel figures, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, turn notifications on, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.